Maybe you remember us saying this in our last United review.
We've never actually flown with them overseas, but we hope to do that in the future.
Well, now we have, and we're ready to share our thoughts. If you're new here, I'm Kamau.
I'm Selena.
And we're with The City and Beyond, where we like to teach you how to be a better part-time traveler. In the past, we've done videos showing you how to save money on airlines.
Check below for our airline review playlist.
Since we already reviewed United Airlines, we're just going to compare that to the last time and show you what it's like on an international flight. And with further ado, let's get started.
Baggage. So we packed more than usual for this trip. We were going from Newark to London Heathrow. Our trip was going to be 2 countries in 10 days, about 10 days. So we packed 4 bags, 3 personal bags, and 1 carry-on. And we actually didn't have any difficulty with having those 4 bags. Obviously, we were allowed to have 2 carry-ons and 2 personal, but just because of the type of baggage, the luggage we like to bring with us, we ended up doing 3 and 1. There were a few people who did have to check in their bag that was a carry-on, but they were in boarding groups later than us. So if you are bringing a carry-on bag on an international flight with United, especially overseas, I would definitely check what group you're in and kind of pack accordingly, because we were also in a bigger aircraft that has like the 2-3-2 configuration, and usually the overhead bins above the middle 3 seats are a lot smaller than the ones over the 2-seaters. If you try to put your carry-on in one of those, it usually won't fit. You have to put it over the folks in the 2-seaters. So if you end up being the loser at the end, likely you'll have to gate check your bag. Board early or pack lighter.
Boarding. Boarding on United is basically the same no matter where you're flying to. And international is absolutely no different whatsoever. Same chronological order as they always do, same 2 lines that they always do. I'm trying to remember the order. I believe it's people with disabilities, people with families, military members, the super duper mileage people, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4 and 5 are usually combined because they're like, oh, you're still here, time to get on the plane. We do want to add one more thing. We only flew international from the US with United for this flight. We're assuming it would be relatively the same coming back in because it was in Jamaica and it was in Panama.
Seats. We booked economy tickets for this flight, and it was almost 7 hours, the whole duration from New Jersey to England. We decided to upgrade to Economy Plus for, a little more comfort, but really the seats were pretty much the same as they usually are, pretty padded and comfy. The added legroom was like just enough. It wasn't like an exceptional amount. And since we got to choose our seating, we actually ended up picking the 2-seaters in the rows, the 2-3-2 configuration. And so that made a big difference because it was just the 2 of us with no middle seat. That also helped.
So next, we have food. On a regular domestic flight, even the 4 or 5 ones across the country, you're basically only going to get pretzels, the mixed nuts, or one of those
cookies.
Oh yeah, either the Biscoff or the waffle cookies, and a beverage to go along with it. International, on the other hand, they do indeed give you food. On this particular flight, we had a dinner, a breakfast, and a snack because we had like kind of one of those in-between hours flights. So you can consider it 3-course, but not really. But anyway.
Don't forget the dessert.
Oh yes, and we had a dessert as well, yes. We have had better in-flight food in international flights. As the kids would say, the meals were mid. But it's better than nothing.
Customer service. We don't really have much to share on top of what we shared in our previous video about this category. Pretty much all flight attendants, desk attendant, like the check-in folks, we're pretty much the same, and they always range from like okay to like awesome. So I've never really had a really bad experience with a United Airlines employee on the phone or in person. I believe we've done both before.
Yep.
Even with a really delayed flight in Jamaica earlier this year,
Yeah.
we still had like really decent employees helping us. So there's nothing really new to share here.
And remember, this is our personal experience. Your mileage may vary, different routes, different flights, different people.
Different day.
Different day.
Someone might have a bad day.
But so far, knock on wood, it's been good.
Good.
Let's bring it on home. Has our overall score changed for United? No. If you see an affordable United flight to a destination you want to go to, book it without fear.
We flew overseas with United, but we actually came back home on a different airline. If you're interested to hear more about that experience, it was very interesting and we have a lot to say. So make sure that you stay tuned for that video later on this year.
And if you want to know what our score was with United and the domestic flights that we've taken, you can watch that video. Link will be in the description. So that's going to be it for us.
Remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell, and we'll see you soon. Bye!